Good morning and welcome back to your Tuesday edition of the Now Morning Show, where we are, as always, talking culture in the virtual reality space. The Virtual Steelpan Museum is a groundbreaking initiative designed by Dingole Limited to highlight the vibrant cultural heritage of Trinidad and Tobago on a global scale. Leveraging the latest advancements in virtual reality, 3D graphics, environments, and Web 3.0 technology, this innovative metaverse platform offers an immersive experience for visitors to explore and engage with heritage of the Steelpan movement. Here to tell us more about it is co-founder of Dingole Limited, Deidre Leakin, and she is going to be exciting everyone since we want to get straight into the virtual reality. So good morning and welcome to the Now Morning Show, Deidre.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me. You're one of the only people I look forward to seeing on mornings.
Oh, I will take that because you're coming with good news and things that really genuinely have me excited. How are we creating a virtual and immersive experience in the entire any space to begin with is phenomenal, but specifically within the Steelpan realm is really interesting. So tell me how this started.
Well, Dingole Limited, we are an immersive tech studio, and we've actually been pioneering immersive tech for over 5-7 years or so, not to give you the whole history. But it's really one of our passions. It's really just embedded in the DNA of our company that we match the culture to cutting edge technology. So once there's something new, we're on it, and that's what really drives us. So as soon as we had opportunities to create a museum, I mean, of course we had to, and being avid lovers of the Steelpan, right. Some of our team members more than others, but it was just something that we had to do.
Now, just so that we understand completely, this is an actual museum within the exhibit that is on right now. So a museum kind of in the museum, yes?
Yeah, perfect. So just to get the big word out of the way, the metaverse, everybody gets all excited when this word comes up. But just think about having like a super internet where as soon as you turn your computer on, whatever you do, you can step into it and have a fully immersive experience. So you come on out to Millflirt and there's the art exhibition, National Trust exhibition, and we have a setup there with the Virtual Steelpan Museum. So we put you into virtual reality, you can walk around, you can explore the entire museum, and I have to say, it is definitely a state-of-the-art museum. It is beautiful. I can definitely say whatever you could imagine, it will exceed your expectations. Wow. It's an entirely social space. So once you enter, there are other people in there from across the world. Funny enough, I was in there like 2 a.m. and there was this guy from, I think he was from Germany, just walking around.
Randomly.
And yeah, so it's a museum they're excited to see, just like if you go to MoMA in New York, excited to see the content, excited to read about the different things. When you enter, it's like, just like any space. You enter into a lobby, there's an intro, tells you how to move around. You have a full avatar that you can design on your own. Yeah, you can choose your clothes.
That was my next question. Do I see myself or at least my hands or like
your
perspective?
You have feet. It's like you could do everything. You could run, jump, you could dance.
For no real reason, which I probably
No, there's music in the museum.
All right.
Yeah, so there's the lobby, and as you move around, one of the rooms is the Hall of Fame, where we've highlighted all the Steelpan pioneers, Ellie Mannett, Jit Samari. It actually just tells you the history of our music and how Steelpan has been incorporated, like a typical museum.
Right, except it's virtual reality.
Yeah.
Which means, ladies, we have to go with no makeup because we don't want to mess up the equipment. We were talking about that off air. But then it means that you have a space dedicated because I imagine moving about in the real world will cause some combustion, some problems with other persons. So you are in a designated area, I suppose.
Yeah. So you can actually fully experience this on a PC or on your mobile phone as well.
Really?
Yeah. So we do have the space at Millflirt where the National Trust has the exhibition right now. When you're in VR, you don't actually move in the real world. You teleport using controls or so. So although you have the space, it's very safe and you feel very free. But specifically with this virtual experience, it's immersive off of your PC, off of your mobile. You will have the same experience. So, it's not like you have to go into the headset. I know some people may, because of makeup and whatnot,
I was just
be a
gonna
little
say,
bit
So the makeup wearers can still go through it. Could be a
Of
surprise
course.
part of a date and it'll be fine.
Of course.
But then if you have access to it on your mobile device, your laptops and that sort, does that mean it's something we can in fact access at home? Is there like a
Yes.
token option?
Yeah, of course. So you could visit our Facebook page or our website, Dingole Limited, and there's a link. You just click it and you have full access.
I will be setting that up now because it is running at the same time that the entire exhibition is going on,
Well,
right?
it will be open after that as well. That's the beauty with virtual reality. We don't have a space that has to be shut down. You could decide at 1 o'clock in the morning, let me go learn something about my culture.
Well, clearly, like that German man that you bunks up in
I know, right?
the morning.
Yeah.
He sounds like fun. But so you've given us a clear idea of what the space is like. We understand that it's fully immersive. But in terms of coordinating, and as you say, persons can meet other persons in there. This could be a group activity as well. Like
Yeah,
we
of
could
course.
Okay, and simultaneously we're all in there experiencing.
Yeah, you
and
could be in there
engaging
with up
each
to
other.
500 people.
Oh.
Yeah,
How many? 500 people.
500
at a
people
time?
at a time.
And in terms of the experience, I know I'm asking for me, this is not even the interview. In terms of, I'm trying to make sure I understand. Because when I think of virtual reality, when I think of immersive experiences, it's not necessarily something that I could share with somebody and because it's not real world. So how is that done? Give me a little more insight into
So
that
now you really have
technology.
to go experience it.
Right, fair.
No, it's just it's a space exactly like this. So you can walk around, you can talk to people. It's voice activated. You can have a full conversation as you move around. Also, the way it's designed, it's 2 floors. There's an elevator, so you have to make sure and check both floors when you do visit. And we've actually put a lot of little Easter eggs inside of there. So as you go through, you find little spots where you can move into a pan yard,
Oh, wow.
which is also virtual. There's a lot of little Easter eggs. I don't want to give away too much, you know.
So then tell us how much time we need to put aside to fully experience all that there is in this virtual
So
exhibit.
that's the next beauty about virtual reality. I guess if you go to a museum and you have to pay an entrance fee, which you don't for this at all, this is completely free, accessible anywhere around the world. That's what we wanted to be able to do, to give our culture for free. I guess you have a certain amount of time, right? A couple hours or so. You can go in here, spend 15 minutes, decide you want to leave, and then go back. You can go back at any point in time. So we have a couple of rooms I'll tell you about too. There's the engine room that gives you full access to the array of instruments that make up the steel orchestra. Each one, you could see what they look like, read about them. It's also interactive in the sense that there's audio bits, so you can listen to different
Right.
pieces of music.
Which
you can
makes
listen
sense.
to,
It's actual instruments. So yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
and it's, well, of course, a museum. So
Right.
there's all of that. There's the Hall of Fame, as I mentioned. So you could check out those 2 rooms. You could leave. You could come back on another day. You could plan to meet another friend, have a coffee while you go through.
I'm really, really enthralled by this because we haven't seen a lot of virtual reality that is very accessible. It always seems very exclusive, very limited to the specificity of science and tech industries. So the merger with culture makes it much more palatable and much more comprehensive almost.
Yeah.
So that the intimidation that usually stands with these sorts of items, especially because you don't actually just have the virtual reality apparatus, but the PC, the mobile phone. What I'm hearing sounds like it's making it accessible to everybody, demographics, age, gender.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to set us apart there.
No. So we launched on Friday, International Steelpan Day, first one.
Apt.
And a lovely family visited us at Millfleurs, and they had a daughter. She was on the PC. She enjoyed the entire thing. I would assume she was maybe about 6. And then there was a guy in the US who accessed it. He spent a couple of hours, and he actually left a really amazing review. He did a YouTube video on it. So the demographics really is just, it's really wide, and it's very inclusive, and you know, it just shows that people love our culture. So why can't our culture stand on the forefront, you know, with all the emergent technology?
Absolutely. And for that, we will dingole forever and ever and ever. Now, before I have you wrap, anything else we could look forward to on the front for Dingole, since we have the virtual reality right now in the Steelpan realm? Where else are we going?
Oh, I could plug here, okay. Well, our flagship project is something called Pan Jam. It's a virtual reality experience where you can actually play the steel pan. It is geared towards seniors to help with healthy aging, but you know, I think it's something people would really love as well, to just understand what's coming out of the country. We're actually heading to India in 2 weeks, to pioneer some research with seniors using this experience. So they could check out Pan Jam www.panjamvr.com for more information on that if they're interested.
Why India, though?
We were accepted into an accelerator program with a university that is actually starting a whole new set of research and stuff on age tech. So we fit right in.
Of course. Well, we are going to definitely look into it as much as we will be heading into that virtual experience at Millview for that very exceptional museum within a museum. It is happening from the 11th to the 21st of August, so you still have time. It is running from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. But as she said, with the world of virtual reality, you can access this at any time. Be sure to check them out online. Dingole Limited is exceptionally including our culture and the latest technology to create exceptional virtual experiences. Thank you ever so kindly for joining us this morning, Nidra. I cannot wait to experience it myself, and I will be telling you how it went, whether or not I touch around anything in the museum. But you guys can also head on down there now, and you can stick around or come back at least from the virtual experience to the real one here on the Now Morning Show. We've got much more where that came from. Stick around, guys.